Hello everyone, this is your professor once again, Danny Reneta Cabulay, for the course Leadership in Travel Business. And we will be talking about an important topic that most leaders tend to forget. And sabi nga nila, ito daw ang leadership style of the future. It's called coaching. And we will talk specifically about executive coaching, how to coach managers, supervisors, and people in persons of authority. Okay, so we will talk about executive coaching for the next few videos. So for this particular episode, it is very important to highlight that this particular module is designed to empower executives in the tourism industry to have a deeper and broader understanding of an inherent HR intervention such as coaching. Kasi akala natin yung HR intervention na to para lang sa mga HR practitioners. No, that is not true. If you want to be a manager in whatever capacity in the tourism industry, maybe you'll be managing a hotel, a restaurant, an airline, a travel agency, or a museum, HR function is inherent in your position, whether you like it or not. So you need to practice this daily in the work environment. It enables them to identify coachable moments with colleagues and subordinates, and the ultimate goal is to develop leaders who can essentially bring out the best in their teams. Kaya kung minsan, sa isang company, magtataka ka, sabi magaling yung leader, bakit marami nagre-resign? Inaayawan siya. At siya yung number one reason kung bakit sila nagre-resign. So, wala siyang coaching ability. Okay? Mahina siyang coach. Well, at the end of this module, hopefully you'll be able to articulate the key principles of coaching, enumerate the steps of the coaching process, emulate the ideals and attributes of an effective coach, anticipate potential barriers and challenges in coaching, and develop a coaching program for yourself or for your teammates if you belong to a team. Okay? So we'll talk about introduction, coaching framework, establishing rapport, active listening as an important skill of leaders, the art of questioning, and the value of challenging, and the gift of feedback. We'll also talk about a very important model, the GROW model, GROW, and applications of executive coaching. Okay, let me ask you this question. What is common among these three personalities in slide number 5? First, there is Patrick Chan. He is the general manager of the Bellevue Group of Hotels. So I think in their chain, they have 5 hotels all in all. Okay? 2 in Alabang, 1 in Quezon City, and then 1 in Bohol. I think 2 in Bohol. Okay? And then, there's Elizabeth Chan Parpan. She's the daughter of Jose Marie Chan, the singer. Okay? Remember? Christmas in Our Hearts. And she was the former vice president of the Hyatt Regency Manila, one of the oldest hotels in the Philippines since the 1960s. Then the third person is Lance Gokongwei, the Chief Executive Officer or CEO of Cebu Pacific. Can you guess what is common among these three? Silang tatlo ay mga anak ng kanilang mga tatay, of course. Pero yung mga tatay nila ay nagmay-ari ng mga hotels at airline. Si Patrick Chan, ang tatay niya ang nagtayo ng Bellevue Hotel sa Alabang. Of course, si Patrick Chan na anak, siya yung nagmana. Siya ay kinoach ng kanyang tatay. Okay? At the age of 26, batang-bata pa siya. Bellevue Hotel was a former client of mine. Isa rin ako sa mga naging coaches ni Patrick. Eventually, he became an outstanding general manager at a very young age. Lisa Chan, the daughter of Jose Marie Chan, is a good friend. Actually, Jose Marie Chan is also a good friend, and so is Lisa Chan. Kaibigan ko sila. Lisa Chan was coached by her own father. Siya ay nag-start as an OJT. Alam niyo ba kung saan siya nag-OJT? Sa Grand Hyatt sa Hong Kong. Okay? So, parang 6 months siya nag-OJT doon. And then later on, she was absorbed by Grand Hyatt Hong Kong. So, nagtrabaho siya doon ng 2 taon. Pagkatapos niya magtrabaho sa Grand Hyatt Hong Kong, a five-star hotel in Hong Kong, one of the best, nagpalipat siya sa Manila para i-manage na yung family business nila, which is the Hyatt Regency Manila. She was also coached by her father. Finally, Lance Gokongwei, the most successful of the three, is the son of John Gokongwei, one of the richest Filipinos who already died a few years ago. So, si Lance Gokongwei ang nagmana ng airline business nila, which is Cebu Pacific. The Gokongweis also own several companies, like they're into real estate, they're also into banking, they're also into malls, yung Robinsons, sa kanila yan. Robinsons Mall, sa kanila yan. Galleria, hotels, meron silang hotel sa Cebu, meron sa Pasig, meron sa Quezon City, and of course, many other parts of the country. So they're very much entrenched into the tourism industry. So nakita nyo yung tatlong example ng mga leaders na kinoach sila ng kanilang mga parents. Okay? So, they're all family businesses, after all. Yan ay typical sa isang family business na yung magulang, kino-coach niya yung kanyang anak. Okay? Pero coaching is not only true in family businesses. It can be true in any type of business. Remember, what we need to develop is a coaching culture. Maging kultura siya, regardless of whether kamag-anak ka o hindi. So that's the way to go. So you ask the when, the how, the what, the why, and the way forward. Okay? So I want you to watch the video on coaching. Why coaching? Why is coaching important? Why choose coaching? Okay? So maraming reason kung bakit importante ang coaching. Coaching culture outcomes have been studied for a long time. No? A strong coaching culture is correlated with high employee engagement and stronger financial performance. Similar gaps were noted during the 2014 study. So ibig sabihin, pag ang isang organization common o ini-embrace nila yung coaching culture, chances are mas nagiging successful yung company at lumalaki ang kanilang kita. Okay? Kasi motivated ang mga tao. So this is true for many multinational companies like the ones I mentioned in slide number 10. And the reasons for coaching are many. Organizations with a strong coaching culture are significant more likely than their counterparts to leverage managers, leaders using coaching skills in service of employee development. So, malakas daw maka-motivate ng mga employees kapag may coaching culture sa isang company. And that is essential in the modern leader. Kaya nga sabi nila, coaching is the leadership style of the future. Okay? So sabi nila, coaching is integral in the 70, 20%, 10% framework. Bakit? Okay, sabi nila, 70% employees learn 70% when they learn and develop through experience. 20% they learn and develop through other people. And 10% they learn and develop through structured courses and program. Kaya nung for example, itong mga course na kinukuha natin sa UST, kagaya nitong course na Leadership in the Travel Business. Pag ako lecture lang ng lecture, you will only learn 10% of what you need to learn. Napaka-konti. Most of your teachers will just lecture, online ng online classes. Pero 10% lang talaga dyan yung maa-absorb nyo. Okay? Pero pag nakikita nyo na yung teacher nyo is a good leader o yung teacher nyo ay meron siya talagang leadership by example or yung kanyang buhay ay nagiging inspiring para sa inyo, you learn through other people. Okay? And that is 20%. So when somebody's modeling that or somebody's life is inspiring, you even learn more. It's even better than the lecture. Okay? Now, what about the 70%? When you are being coached, developed through experience. So dito, kapag nagtatrabaho na kayo sa workplace, tapos yung boss nyo, kino-coach kayo, pinapayuhan kayo parate, every hour, meron siya mga tips na binibigay, dun kayo matututo ng husto because you are being coached. So, as young students in tourism and hospitality management, I want you to be open to criticism. I want you to be open to suggestions. Huwag kayong balat sibuyas. At huwag matigas ang ulo. You just have to follow. You just have to listen. You just have to be open to suggestions. Okay? If you have questions, you can ask questions. Mas maganda na you ask your boss directly the question. Hindi yung pinaparating pa kung kani-kanino. Nagiging gossip tuloy. Lumalabas, chismoso, chismosa kayo. Pag may problema kayo, you go directly to your mentor, to your teacher. You go directly to your supervisor. Kasi pag pinapadaan nyo sa ibang tao, nang iintriga lang kayo. Okay? So, that's not a good culture. That's the gossip culture. Talamak ang Pilipino sa ganyan. Okay? And I hate that also. Okay? What are the roles and skills and processes in coaching? There are 3 roles. Number 1, you could have the role of a director, you could be a supporter, or you could be an enabler. Okay? Tingnan natin yan. So, by a director, we mean you're helping other people take responsibility and act to maximize their own potential. Sharing wisdom and experience, you give them directions. As an enabler, you draw out people's views and ideas, their understanding of the content, helping people to make their own choices, solving problems and making decisions. So that means, inaalaw mo yung mga tao na gumawa ng sarili nilang desisyon, sila ang mag-iisip, sila ang magde-decide. Okay? Hindi ikaw ang magdidikta. Yung director, siya yung nagdidikta. Okay? Or you could be a supporter. You're acting as a guide and a constant source of encouragement, giving independent advice, support, and inspiration. So, ina-encourage mo lang yung mga tao, yung tauhan mo. Hindi mo siya binibigyan ng suggestion, hindi mo siya inuutusan, hindi mo siya dinedirect, pero support ka lang. Pampalakas loob lang, yun ang ginagawa mo. Kasi you believe na kaya niya, alam niyang ginagawa niya, hindi niya kailangan diktahan, hindi niya kailangan bigyan ng suggestions. Okay? So, 3 role yan. Director, enabler, supporter. Ano ka dyan? Are you a director? Are you an enabler? Or are you a supporter? So, when do you use coaching? First, when the employee demonstrates outstanding performance. Pag maganda ang performance ng isang empleyado, maganda siyang i-coach. So, he can maximize his potential. Number 2, employee demonstrates strong potential for career development. Mukhang pwede siyang ma-promote. Okay? Maganda ang magiging future niya. Pwede mo siyang i-coach. Employee has potential for moving up the ladder. So, bukod sa pwede siyang ma-promote, pwede siyang maging manager, pwede siyang maging general manager in the next 10 years. So, nakita mo yun sa kanya. Okay? So, pwede mo siyang i-coach. Employee is a valuable asset to the company. Mukhang mahirap pakawalan itong empleyado na to. Alagaan siya dapat. Number 5, employee demonstrates strong leadership. Okay, so sabi nga natin, coaching is the leadership style of the future. Kaya pag coachable ang isang tao, yan ang next batch of leaders in the company. Okay? Finally, employee is willing to be coached. Kasi kahit magaling yung empleyado, at siya ay outstanding ang performance, kung ayaw naman niyang ma-coach, ayaw niyang pinakikialaman siya, well, mahirap i-coach yan. Hindi siya coachable. Okay, let's look at pop question number 6 for video lecture number 6. Here's the question. In your personal opinion, which role of a coach do you find most important? Is it the role of a director, an enabler, or a supporter? Just in your opinion. So, justify your answer in 1 to 2 sentences. Okay? So, I expect you to post your answers on or before May 25 on Wednesday. Watch out for the next video.